Thank you, Elle. Kevin, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks are back in Madison Square Garden for their home opener with revenge on their mind, because the last time that man right there, Tyrese Halliburton, was in the building, he dropped 26 to help the Pacers send New York packing in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals last spring. But this is a different Knicks team, Stephen A. Karl Anthony Towns is now in the orange and blue, and we are here to count you down to his Madison Square Garden debut.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by DoorDash.
Let's get set for tonight's doubleheader, shall we? He is the peerless Stephen A. Smith. That is the man behind the Dubs dynasty, Bob Myers. He's NBA champ Kendrick Perkins. I'm Malika Andrews. And gentlemen, we have a playoff rematch going down in New York. We also have a Hall of Fame showdown between Kevin Durant and LeBron James. That's across the street in our late game here. The Knicks, though, they are looking to bounce back after getting blown out in Boston on banner night in their season opener. New York, they trailed by as many as 35 points, gave up a record-tying 29 three-pointers to the Celtics in what Jalen Brunson dubbed a measuring stick game beforehand. But, you know, Stephen, I don't want to start the show on this down note. How can they bounce back against the Pacers?
Well, first of all, let's be very, very clear, okay? The Pacers are not the Boston Celtics, so let's not panic. They got beat down by the reigning, defending NBA champions who's head and shoulders above everybody right now. That's not the Indiana Pacers, so I'm not really worried about it. I got to look at the New York Knicks and see them for what they are. As far as I'm concerned, acquiring Karl Anthony Towns, obviously retaining OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson readjusted his contract extension, and it could have taken more, but he didn't. I like the pieces in place. There's going to be a little bit of time to adjust. Julius Randle's not there. Dante DiVincenzo is not there. Karl Anthony Towns is a different animal. I got all of that. But in the end, relax, everybody. They got somebody that you could kick the ball to, that shoots, that don't have to dribble 9 or 10 times to get the basketball. You still got Brunson there. You got Mikal Bridges there. You got OG Anunoby there. They're going to be just fine, and it starts tonight. Watch what I tell you.
See, spanking on that night. Let's not judge the Knicks on their performance. Let's judge them on what they about to do right now.
Well, it's that time to get you out to Madison Square Garden.
You know the last time the Knicks were champions, Richard Nixon was president?
Doris Burke,
that, right?
I don't
Michael
know what
Grady,
to say.
please take it away.
And welcome into New York City, where they're still celebrating the championship for the New York Liberty. And as the journey for the New York Knicks gets underway, there is optimism on the streets of Manhattan. And here at the Mecca, it is a rivalry renewed. It is the home opener for the New York Knicks as they take on the Indiana Pacers. Welcome to NBA Count Courtside, presented by DoorDash, and what a matchup we have for you, particularly in the backcourt. 2 point guards coming off of career seasons. Jalen Brunson, 30 points per game average last season. Meanwhile, Tyrese Halliburton back-to-back 20 and 10 seasons. And we welcome you inside Madison Square Garden alongside Doris Burke. I'm Michael Grady. Cassidy Hubbard joins us as well. Really excited about this matchup. And DP, let's start with the Knicks. For New York, it is a new era upon us here.
It is. Consecutive disappointing losses in the conference semifinals, most notably that heartbreaker at home against tonight's opponent, Indiana. So what do the Knicks brass do? They take their swing. And how does that manifest itself? Well, Jalen Brunson was so dynamic a year ago, leading this team, had one of the most historic seasons from the point guard position in Knicks history. But there's the sweet shooting big man as the addition. 7 times in his career, Karl Anthony Towns has made 100 threes. So does his presence make that Jalen Brunson more dynamic? But let's be real, Michael, this only works if Karl Anthony Towns is special.
They're expecting big things from the big man. For more on that, let's send it over to our Cassidy Hubbard.
Yeah, Michael, I asked Jalen Brunson, how much accountability does he feel on a daily basis to build chemistry with Karl Anthony Towns right away? He said a lot. We have to. We have no other choice if we want to be a good team. He said we have the personality to do it, but like anything else, it takes time. And it's just been a little over 2 weeks since Towns found out he was traded, telling me the shock is still there as he's still looking for a place to live, and emotions are high heading into his regular season debut at MSG. Karl told me he and Jalen know they have a chance to do something special for this city. City, and they're putting in extra time in the film room together. And Jalen said he feels they genuinely care about wanting to get better. They just got to put the execution and effort towards it. Michael, DB?
Thanks so much, Cash. Well, as for the Pacers, DB, they're coming off of a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're riding high off of that run. They had a historic season a year ago offensively, and they are led by Tyrese Halliburton.
This is one of the most fun teams to watch in the NBA. Super high pace, super high scoring, and led by a franchise point guard. Listen, Tyrese Halliburton helped them average over 123 points per game. He led the league in assists. He gets unbelievable separation on that three with the step-back jumper. He is relentless as a driver. You can put him in pick and roll. He's going to elevate his teammates. And since it's almost Halloween, folks, Knicks fans, sorry about this. That's Game 7. He was dynamite.
Tyrese Halliburton, one of the more charismatic and fun players in the NBA. He looks ready to go in this matchup at the Garden. He relishes these opportunities on the road. A scintillating matchup ahead. The Knicks and the Pacers coming up right here on ESPN.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by Dash Pass, your door to all things basketball.
Winning the championship was just, it was bliss.
Banner number 18 has been secured. We did it!
You spent your whole life dreaming to be a champion, and year after year we were close.
The enormous weight of massive expectations.
Last year wasn't good enough.
We're going to use last year as motivation to continue to pursue our goals.
I mean, the number one goal is to win a championship. I mean, we don't play this game for any other reason.
I want to win. I got to win.
We got to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes for our team to win. Just one word for this season. Championship. That's the goal.
1, 2, 3, hit it! He just did host to wrestlers. What a rejection! Oh, he's feeling it right now. It's over 3. Oh, this crowd is rocking. Oh, Big Jelly! Don't do him like that. Get the Texas two-step out there. What a sensational! Oh, King! The lines. Yes! Oh, what a slam! That's a Pacer. I'm Superman.
Oh, welcome to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. Part of MetaQuest opening week. Really excited about this one. Anticipation starting to build here in New York. Knicks looking to get in the win column. Pacers looking to spoil those plans. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. For the Pacers is Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard in the backcourt, alongside Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. As for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Towns and Bridges making their regular season home debut in a New York uniform. Tonight, the 196th all-time regular season meeting between these two teams. The familiarity, the bad blood between these two franchises spans generations. And here we are once again. Pacers, Knicks at the Garden. Miles Turner and Towns to jump it up. And we are underway.
What a surprise.